Weather headlining the news tonight as freezing temperatures cause dangerous road conditions all day long, causing accidents and road backups and delays. Here are pictures from a viewer who was stuck in traffic on I-90 from a large crash around 1:15 today. And it was at the I-90 and Arrow Creek interchange. Now all lanes blocked due to the crash and icy conditions, and emergency personnel was on scene. Semi-trucks were advised to pull over. Requests for sand were asked to be put down. And here in town, there was accidents and slide-offs like this one on 24th Street West and Avenue C. A green Honda Accord hit a telephone pole around 2:30 p.m. There's no word on any injuries with this accident. All in all, the rain turning to snow this afternoon created dangerous driving conditions in the area after the rain flash froze on the road surface. Now, with freezing weather, yes, comes school delays. For safety precaution, there will be 2-hour delays for Wyola, Lodgegrass, St. Labray, and Pryor, and buses will run 2 hours later than usual. Now, that means school starts at 10 a.m. tomorrow, and these are the schools we have been notified by so far. We will continue to update with more information on the Q2 webpage, ktvq.com. Turning now to weather with Rob Griggs. I noticed it has stopped snowing outside, but is that going to affect the conditions for tonight and overnight?
You know, interestingly, when the snow stops, clouds cleared out, it's actually going to get colder than we were originally forecasting earlier. So we've got a cold night in front of us. Zoe, you can see that northwest flow right now bringing all that Arctic air right into an area where there's no insulation for cloud cover, and it's just going to get cold out there. We're already below our earlier forecasted low. We're at 11 degrees in the Billings area, 3 below right now in Glasgow, 5 below in Havre. And if you want to know if it's colder than this time last night, yeah, by a whole bunch. Almost 40 degrees colder in Lewistown, 35 degrees colder in areas including Billings. So tonight we're going to drop her down to 7 above with a north wind 5 to 15 miles an hour. Chill factor 5 below to 5 above. It's going to be cold and super slippery. We'll give you all the details about the commute forecast for tomorrow in just a little bit. Zoe?
Thank you, Rob. Turning to another car accident, one man was taken to the hospital after rolling his car on Duck Creek Road last night. Now, this crash happened around 9:30 Saturday night, and according to Montana Highway Patrol Trooper Joshua French, a green four-door passenger car was speeding northbound on Duck Creek Road and failed to negotiate a curve. Now, the vehicle exited the road on the left-hand side and rolled. The driver was extracted and transported to a local hospital. Trooper French said initial investigations found speed to be a factor in the crash. A Billings tradition brings a cappella singing to a historic church with good acoustics. The Big Sky Chorus sang as part of Timeless Holiday. Homebrewed Harmony from Red Lodge also performed this afternoon. Now, the director talked about what he would like the audience to get out of the music.
Well, I hope a lot of joy and the feeling of the Christmas spirit. The acoustics are amazing. You really feel the sound throughout the whole sanctuary. It's a lot of fun. We have a good time doing it.
The Sweet Adeline's Montana Sapphire Chorus were also set to sing, but snow and ice on the roads kept a couple of the women from being able to make it to Billings. Warming the hearts of children for the holidays, this is the mission of one local motorcycle group this season. For most of us, the thought of Christmas presents under the tree is a given, and opening them a moment we look forward to. But for many children, that isn't the case. Q2's Jenny Fick rode along for the Road Dogs Toy Run today, an annual event that brings Christmas to children in our area.
Stuffed animals, Christmas trees, and bikers?
We're about to head out and ride to the mall and bury a Christmas tree and toys.
For the 35th year, riders in the Road Dogs Toy Run made their pilgrimage to Rimrock Mall.
This 35 years ago started with a pickup and about 4 or 5 motorcycles.
The goal? To bury the Salvation Army angel tree.
They keep making it taller and taller every year, and every year we try to bury it all the way to the star.
It gives me a glimpse that human spirit and compassion is not dead in our world. I know a lot of times we see just the evil that's happening, the darkness, bad things happening, but this is truly a reminder that people want to bring change and joy and hope, and Christmas season is a great time for people to come together, and hopefully it'll spark that in us to do it all year round.
The entire community comes together, from motorcycle clubs to emergency services, ensuring safe roads along the way for all participating.
Thousands of children will receive a Christmas this year because people just went above and beyond to come together and make Christmas happen.
Anyone is invited to ride on the floats, watch from the sidewalks, or lend a hand unloading the semis full of gifts.
Joy for people. I love it because I think you can see it on people's faces as they're coming together that they are doing this because they want to help someone else.
The toys are purchased through donations and funds raised at the Road Dogs auction the Friday prior to the event.
This toy run right here contributes over 80% of the toys the Salvation Army distributes. The community support has been fantastic.
Even though it's, dead of winter, this is the biggest run of the year for everybody. Everybody comes to the toy run. It's all for the cause. It's all for the kids.
Over $60,000 worth of toys are hand-selected the day before the run.
Some kids, at least that might be the only present they get. And that's what it's all about.
Between people who want to donate and give and these families who need help this Christmas, just a little bit of joy. So these kids, they're going to wake up with excitement and joy, knowing something will be under the tree.
Another Road Dogs toy run in the books, and a tree full of presents to give to the children in our area. At the Rimrock Mall at the Road Dogs toy run, I'm Jenny Fick for MTN News.
Thank you, Jenny. And they begin their fundraising for next year right now. Families can still contact the Salvation Army through the next week at 245-4659. Toys will be distributed the following week. And stay with us, more to come on the 10 o'clock news here on Q2. After the break, we hear from this year's keynote speaker at the Montana Wool Growers Convention here in Billings. And later in sports, the chase is on for world titles down in Vegas. Highlight from round 4 of the NFR coming up.
You're watching MTN News with Zoe Zandora, Storm Tracker weather with Rob Griggs, and sports with Casey Conlon. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.